So, prologues, right? Hi everybody, my name is Noah Barfield and welcome to Writer's Corner. Today we'll be talking about everybody's favorite subject, prologues, and I'm here to give you a definitive answer on whether you should use prologues in your story. I'm not gonna lie, prologues are a bit tricky. You never really know when to use them. I've read some books where they were an absolute necessity, and other times where they were just things I hurriedly flipped through trying to get to the actual story. Legend Land, for instance, does not have a prologue. It originally did, and it also had some interludes in the story as well to do some top-down style storytelling, but it kind of Disneyfied the whole novel and really reduced the impact of the dark fantasy look that I was trying to get for the novel. Legend Land Tale of the Nameless God, however, does have a prologue, and I'm actually kind of proud of it, too. I'll probably put the link for that down below, just the prologue specifically. However, the main question that comes to mind when talking about prologues is, why? Use of a prologue really depends on the individual story, as well as the writer's style and the objectives they're trying to achieve. However, if I were to give a general guideline on whenever a prologue should be used, I would say a prologue should be used whenever it is out of time with the rest of the story, or introduces an essential element for the character's backstory, or a character struggle that will be expanded upon later. For instance, if your book focuses on the 2-month Battle of Balador and the journey of Calistine Faltine during this time, then your prologue may seek to try and explain that singular incident, may try to show us the cause for what caused the Battle of Balador. You may want to show us the assassination of the general who just wanted peace, or the diplomat summit that went very wrong. I would also use the prologue to showcase an alternative viewpoint, such as the villain. Show us the villain's turning point, their greatest weakness, or one of their biggest triumphs. I try and use different descriptors, adjectives, and a different style overall when telling my prologue than I do with the actual story. Try and think compelling contrast. For Tale of the Nameless God, the story itself is very vibrant, it's very loud, it's colorful, it has a lot of action, it has a lot of sarcasm in it, and it's very much grounded in reality. The prologue for Tale of the Nameless God was ethereal, it was a little more serious, there was very little to no comedy in it, and it was just much different. It was a little more muted. I turned the saturation way down on that sucker. And now you might be thinking, okay Noah, thank you for explaining prologues in your haphazard, weird, spazzy kind of way. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get going now. No, you're not just yet. I have you for another minute, maybe even 2. Before you leave, we have to talk about when should you not use the prologue. If the objective can be achieved in the first chapter or expanded upon throughout the rest of the story, then the prologue is probably not necessary. Again, if your book is about the Battle of Balador, then you may not want to have the entire book be the 2-month martial campaign. You may actually want to have the first fourth of the book be the events leading up to it. You know, show their ordinary lives, alternate viewpoints, whatever you may want to do to establish a bit of setting and establish a bit of character patterns before you jump straight into the bloodshed and dragon murdering. Or if you can establish the behaviors and motivations of the villain through backdrop narratives, dropping little breadcrumbs throughout your story, or just having little intermittent chapters throughout that are kind of like interludes that focus on your villain, you may want to use those if those fit better with your style than having a prologue that does it all at once. Ultimately, just like with everything else, it's your choice. You get to do whatever you want, say whatever you want, you know, prologue or not prologue, it's entirely up to you. It's your book. The choice is yours. I mean, why did I even make this video? Obviously, I just wanted to show off my new shirt, Museum of Death. It looks super cool and metal. And my new pants. They're red, dark red maroon, maybe even. I don't know, whatever you want to classify it as. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and just really emotionally abuse that bell. Shake it around a bunch if you have to. Maybe you have a prologue that you'd like to share with us, or you just have a little bit of your story that you're particularly proud of. If so, please submit your story to be read in the next author news video by either messaging me on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the like, or dropping me a line in the comments. Alternatively, you can also submit it directly to me via the ArcStorm contact form located on the website, and I'll see that right away too. And do you have a particularly strong stance on prologues? Of course you do! You're an opinionated person with your own set of ideals and goals, ambitions. You're alive, aren't you? Of course you have an opinion on it, and I'd love to know. Let me know down in the comments below, share it, blast it with the world, or you can use the hashtag Writers Corner Prologue, and you can let everybody know what your stance on them is. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, maybe learned something new, or maybe I just reaffirmed your stance on prologues, whether you should use them or not. Anyway, I hope you guys all liked it, and I will be back with a new video very soon. See you then!